TP slaughters on. We know that. So this is a real strong one for Noguri.
Yeah, I think T1 just kind of felt that they had to pick the Ornn, right? It was stable, it offers a lot in a team fight. They're looking more for that realm, obviously with the Taric and the Jarvan and the Azir as well. And I think they just had to accept that Noguri is going to find some way to dismantle the Ornn. I find it very funny that Ornn seems to have already fallen off in priority just because of a couple scary matchups that certain players have faced. But we haven't really found true good counters against Ornn and lane in the LCK, and yet people are already kind of scared of picking Ornn early, so yeah. I think that's just something interesting of note to keep track of as we lead towards the playoffs.
I just think it's not necessarily picking the Ornn blind or anything like that. It's picking anything blind into Noguri is just really scary.
True.
And so T1 wanted to give Noguri the... if they can utilize that Taric ultimate effectively, T1 should be able to have a decent time in late game team fights. But I think a lot of this game comes down to how the laning phase works, and it can be difficult here with a few of these lanes on T1's side. We'll just have to see how they cope here in a game number 2 that they have to win.
Yes, T1 obviously down one game already in this series. Will DAMWON... I mean, if DAMWON wins this...
Noguri. It's just real rough. As Cannon does get a knock up there. Really nice stuff as LM is going to make his way forward as well. Canyon not in position, but there's the flag drag flash. And Noguri, wow. I am so sorry, my friend. The caster curse happens again.
Yeah, that was just really good by Canna. Waiting for another chance, knowing that LM was still nearby. Calls for help just...
And LM here on the Drake. Faker's going to have inside track, though, and Canyon might be in trouble here as Teddy is moving on over. Effort very low on mana, so I don't think he's got too many dazzles in him. But DAMWON still want to fight for this. Canyon realizes a little bit late that there was no chance. And now Teddy gets a ward down, and the flash in from Canyon will get the flash out of Teddy. That's a good trade.
That was good. That was very good by Canyon. That was a good pillar. I know I harped on it a little bit.
He's got his eye in now. He's got his eye in.
Well, again,
they can take a lot of damage here. Dangerous stuff is, yep, Canyon going to move on down. Faker going to shift some sands to keep himself. Every other pro player is the entirely standard Corki build, as T1 has started off Shelly here, as Canyon looking to move on in. Showmaker clearing out vision, and now Cannon's going to move on down as well as they're turning it onto Noguri. Doesn't have flash available as Cannon Barrage will go down, but it's not going to be enough package to live it. But Elim, he's not there. He's not at his front door ready to pick it up as the flash has to be used for Showmaker to get himself out. The Brambles come in there as Beryl looking to try and lock that one down. Not quite sure who picked up Shelly as Ghost does grab it, but Beryl's picked up that kill, and now Effort in trouble. Ghost looking for the last auto. He'll get it as Showmaker's still alive on the back line. Teddy tries to lay down the hail of arrows, but there's a twisted advance. The arcane smash is going to be there, but Ghost picks up the kill with an auto, and DAMWON turn it all around.
Wow, and things looked a little poor for DAMWON as well of what Maokai brings to a fight.
Yeah, and also now the Rift Herald thrown into the mid lane. All of these turret plates going over to both Ghost and Showmaker. Definitely two players that you want to start stacking as Showmaker gets his magical boots, has that mirror mana that we were talking about already completed. And Ghost, he's got Executioner's Calling. He's very happy here in this lane as soon as he comes back to it. And Teddy and Effort are going to be a little bit hard-pressed to rely on that sustain.
Going over in favor of DWG. No one around to contest it, and we'll keep an eye on which soul.
Oh, there's the Cloud Soul. It took us one game in lieu, but we did manage to get to our Cloud Soul dream. And we'll see whether DAMWON's Cloud Soul stat is going to continue. 0 Cloud Souls so far, and it might be that they just give up on Drakes this game.
Down with Canyon here as well.
Yep, they should be able to get rid of this last remaining. Nope, the plate has gone down. Is now Faker looking for an Emperor's Divide. I have a feeling this turret is on its last legs, only a hair's breadth away from death. 87 health is not something that you're going to feel very comfortable with. Picking up the Manamune first is that is an ultimate towards the bottom side. Make that 3 as Beryl's looking to try and take down Teddy whilst tanking up this turret the whole time. And he does get the kill. This is an example of the AoE potential of this team.
Wow, really utilizing those global ultimates. I thought it was a little crazy that Beryl was going in, but I think he took, what, like 5 turret shots, and he was still pretty healthy, just casually walking out of range. So that is not something Teddy was fully expecting. I think he thought they were just going to farm off against the lanes away from T1. And you know, now that they have that pretty strong lead, I think they're happy to do so and try to end the game earlier before the rest of T1 really come online.
Well, Nogri very close to having that ultimate available. Shirley's going to be taken down here without actually getting too much work done. You really need to take the turrets when you throw down the Rift Herald, when it's also, as the recharge rate on his rockets is also going to be very good if they do get that ultimate CDR, as they do manage to take down the Drake, and now they're looking for the team fight. A great time for it as well as Showmaker. He's gone back, he's got the package as well as his Trinity Force, as now all of those ultimates rain through, but the Ram unable to get anything done, and look at this poke. Even the ultimate coming out from the Gangplank is able to stifle T1, but no one's going to fall down. It's just DAMWON picking up a dragon. Different, and just leaves the Bramble Vest there to act as a Grievous Wounds bot for the Maokai. Nogri will be stealing away a red buff, and now looking to get themselves to Soul Point by taking away the second Cloud Drake of the match, and also maybe their first Cloud Soul of the LCK for 2020.
I am so curious if they'll go for the Cloud Soul, just because the fact that they haven't had a single one, and if I recall from the stats, statistically they had to have had games with the Cloud Soul up. Yeah, so they just didn't take it, or they weren't able to. And here, they're definitely poised to secure it when it comes up in 5 minutes' time. So we'll see if it's a conscious decision. Maybe they draw a fight and then go for a Baron, or maybe they'll just secure the soul.
Well, you can see Effort in a whole host of trouble. The lockdown is almost complete, but Faker over the side throws the Sand Soldiers in, and DAMWON do not want to press too far forward. But this may be an opportunity for DAMWON to start off something like the Baron. They do have a fair bit of Baron damage in the Corki especially, and a lot of sustain with Ghost, so T1 coming back into position here, and of course they know exactly what's going on. They have Scuttle Vision as Nogri over to the side, and he can zone out with that Cannon Barrage quite effectively. He's kind of going to get slowed, and now Nogri, does he pull the trigger on that ultimate is the question. Slightly out of position, but remember, he is extraordinarily large, and there are AoE ultimates everywhere. Ghost in position, Beryl well and truly safe as Faker looking for the ultimate, finds it, immediately just evacuates the center from this game, as Faker is going to get punished for it pretty quickly, but no, actually surviving for a very long time, able to pick up a second kill as Elam does go golden, but Nogri looking to try and chase after him. Showmaker is going to pick up that one, no worries, as he picks himself up his double kill, and now Teddy's off to the side, and DAMWON have inside track on this inner turret mid.
Wow, if you looked at the map as that fight was starting, there was no way DAMWON should have come on top in that fight. All of DAMWON was spread out across the entire map, not in the complete opposite lanes, but throughout the jungle. They come in fast enough, like you said, Atlas, thanks to some of those ultimates that they can put out globally, and of course, those also providing some slow in the form of Gangplanks, Cannon Barrage, and they're able to actually take the inhibitor off of that. So T1 thought they had a lucky break. Faker does have a good ult onto Ghost, but I think maybe if they had just given up and backed out.
And they can throw it down. We've got the Brambles coming in as well, as there's the Cannon Barrage, but Canyon's in the pit. Teddy's going to lock down the Baron of all people, and already Faker's been taken down, but Canyon has been traded. Cannon now trying just to tank up and keep himself safe, as the Ornhorn's not going to come through. Showmaker does find some members of T1, but he's stopping the backs here. Flashes on over as he's now looking to try and stop Effort. He does so as Nogri gets on in here. Teddy is going to be taken down. It's only Elam with a Baron buff, but at least he's back in base.
Wow, shown out by the Cannon Barrage both times. It does not spell a good fight for T1, and Showmaker's positioning has been superb through and through to make sure the consistent damage is there.
Yep, and just checking in on the recharge time of these rockets, Showmaker's going to basically permanently have all of that movement speed, as Emperor's Divide will deny access for a few of the DAMWON players, but as soon as a few of them get underneath this turret, it is bad news bears for T1, as you can see how much damage they're starting to do. This Gangplank's so big in this team fight, and they are going to be able to take down their next inhibitor. It's looking like DAMWON's 2-0 train is continuing. The amount of train references that we've had actually has been just ridiculous recently, but it is continuing as the first Nexus turret is going to go down. These barrel crits just gigantic, as Canna looking for a desperation last second play, but it's just going to be the end of him. Elam's turn to go in now, as Canyon's not worried about that one whatsoever. Effort, I think, died at some point. I'm not entirely sure as Teddy is going to be able to take down Nogri, but he's going to die as well afterwards, as DAMWON will take down the Nexus, and 2-0 T1.
Wow, I mean, This is great news for DAMWON fans. This is the DAMWON that everyone